Okay.
Okay, so today we're going to be showing off how to take apart an Xbox 360 controller, a bit of an easier controller here. We're going to start by using a T8. You need it to be a security bit and needs to have that hole in it. You could technically do it without a security bit. You could do it off of one of these, off a flathead screwdriver, but you have to hit it at the correct angle. You have to like be locked in at a certain point of the screw, and you know, it's better if you just get the actual tool. You know, that way you don't have to worry about this shit. So first we're gonna probably want to take off the battery pack. Sorry, this is a makeshift battery pack. You're gonna start unscrewing every single screw point. And all these screws are the same size, so just put them in a safe place. They don't have to be specific. You know, just put them maybe in your tool set, like I just did. This one's a pretty easy controller to take apart. You should be fine taking this apart. Some screws, you know, sometimes these controllers are old. If you're throwing them around and stuff, it just might not come out. So just when you're taking the controller apart, be careful for those. You know, make sure they come out. All right, that one came out. This one on the bottom didn't come out. Lovely. I have to turn it around a little bit to get it out. Bitches are old. Okay. YouTubers usually they skip this part, but you know, I guess this gives you a demonstration of how long this would take. I mean, it gives you the time to unscrew it while I'm doing it too, you know. For the final one, I was about to go in there and just do it, but underneath, this is not gonna look like this for you. It's gonna be fucking sealed up. You can either lift it up if you want to keep it intact, which I've actually done that before. You can see from the corner. As you can tell, I was lazy this time, but you can use a blow dryer, take a fucking tweezer and grab it, and then lift it. And then use the blow dryer again to heat the adhesive back up and then put it back in. And it should honestly look pretty good. If you're lazy, just poke the fucking screwdriver through that shit and start going ham. These controllers are 20 years old. You know, they got to be open. Ideally, you won't get the screw trapped inside of the fucking controller. If you do, it's not that big of a deal. We're about to take it apart. So now that we've taken all of these screws off, you're gonna start from this side. You're gonna try to push it. Oh! And then you're gonna clip fingernail, use your other fingernail, push apart. Boom! And then you're gonna lift it. As you're lifting it, you gotta be taking it out of these, so be careful not to like bend it or anything out. Like just lift straight up, because if you bend it out, that's bending right back. So now this might be hard to take out. You're like, what the fuck? Why is my board stuck? There's no more screws in here at this point. But it's really tight on that thing. So you might actually just have to force this thing out. Like, and it doesn't feel good. So you really have to like just put some pressure, force it out. I should have told you to try to unplug these first. And when you do, be careful, because these things can break. I actually have a controller that had never opened, and it was never opened, and the thing was broken. So I mean, I don't know if that was like a factory thing. I was always wondering why the rumble wouldn't work on the assault rifle in Halo. But when you do take these off, be careful, because it's plugged into these ports onto the board. Don't lift up from the port, because if you lift that up and rip that off, you're gonna have to be soldering things. And if you don't know how to solder, you're having to take that to the professional. You know, now that you've done that, you can go ahead and lift the board out. Maybe I'll make a more detailed video on the triggers, but I'm not gonna take them apart right now. You know, if someone is really dying to see how the triggers come apart, I'll do it. But that takes a really long time, and I already did it on the PS5 remote, and I very much regretted it. And the PS5 remote still works. You know, I didn't regret it because, you know, I broke it or anything. I regret it because it took 3 hours of explaining this shit, and now I gotta edit that, and God knows when that's gonna happen. Sometimes the control sticks will come out with the board, just the way that you pull it out. Sometimes they'll be on there. If it's on there, you know, it's fine if it's on there. If it's on there and you want to take them off and replace them, let's say you got some old ass thumbsticks. You know, you got thumbsticks that look like this. You know, thumbsticks that really need to see a new light, you know? Now's the point in time where you could go ahead and swap those in, and just make sure it matches the hole. This hole is a little wide, not gonna lie, so if you can't find the match, just kind of like place it on top and spin it around until it pushes down, and then boom, that's in there. I'm gonna put those to the side for now, and this is the board. Pretty cool. So now that you're in here, you can go ahead and remove this. And this membrane pad, you can remove this. And if you flip the controller over, that happens. So be careful. Be careful when you're just going willy-nilly with this shit. Now that we're in here, down in here are actually Phillips head screws. So we're gonna go ahead and change our bit to a Phillips head. I got, what is this? Upside down again, god damn it. Phillips 0, it's an older bit. So it's not as shiny. But there's gonna be a screw here on the top right corner and there. You can barely see it. Yeah, you see those? One on the top right, one on the top bottom left. You know? So you're gonna go ahead and go in there while holding this up, by the way, while pushing on the back of this, like you're clicking the whole bitch in. It should flop around like a loose pussy. Go ahead and unscrew this. These screws are different, so I mean, be aware of them, but I mean, you should be fine, you know? I mean, they're a different color too. Oh, and as you can tell, this just fell out. If it hadn't had fell out, it would be right there. I should have said that earlier. You can also take these apart by just pushing here, pushing on these, and push up. It just comes out. You know, it's just, that's pretty easy. So if you need to replace just the bumpers, want to keep this thing, you can do that. So now that we've gotten this apart, this should just kind of, oh yeah, I forgot it has clips. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. You're going to need tweezers, because you need tweezers to be able to get into that. Where are my tweezers? Better question. Okay, so you need tweezers to get into that, because you need to be able to go in with tweezers right here. God damn it, my flash turned off, but you got the point, you saw it. You gotta clip those with the tweezers. I'm not gonna be able to do that on camera. It's a little difficult. You can do one side at a time, honestly. I'm gonna do one side at a time. Let's see if I can get this shit to go. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, all right. So when you do it, my method was going from the side. I only did one side, actually, when I did it. I closed my tweezers. So you don't even really need tweezers. You could use like a flathead or some shit. And go in, push against it, like this way, push to the left, and then push in. And then it should just pop out. Once again, careful when you flip over the controller because the parts will go everywhere. There's also this thing. This thing comes out. So, yeah. Also, this is a great point in time to get out your isopropyl alcohol, get out your Q-tips, and clean your fucking crusty ass dead skin off of this shit, dude. It's gross. But, okay. So now that we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and just put it back together.